dropping a new tutorial about how to make a glamour robe. Lately, I have been obsessed with the idea of creating a glamour robe that matches every act I have. This way, I always have something comfortable and awesome to wear backstage, and if I want to wear it for curtain call, it reflects the costume I performed in, so it's cohesive. This is the prep video for making this robe. The full part 1 and part 2 will be available at the Unicorn and Up subscriber level. This is a little prep video available to all of you because if you want to embark on this project on your own, I have absolute faith you can do it, and with a couple little tips, you'll be well on your way. To start, we are going to be using this pattern. It is from Simplicity. The pattern number is 8013. In the description below this video, I have included a link to my kit, which has this, so you can just click and it's in your shopping cart and off you go. If you're unfamiliar with working with patterns, sometimes the sizing can be a little old school. For instance, I'm a size 12-14, which doesn't really translate into modern day sizes. Be mindful, on the very back, it will have the bust and waist measurements, so make sure to measure yourself before purchasing your pattern and checking here so that you can make sure you get the right sizes. There are modifications we will be making to this pattern, which I'll explain to you now. This pattern is a dress, not a robe, so we need to tweak a few things. First of all, when you cut out your fronts, you're gonna have one that looks like this and one that looks like this with some pleats here. So for this, I scrapped that one. I just took the one side and cut 2 of them. So you're mirroring it on either side. Since this is a dress pattern and normally a zipper would go in the back, well, we don't need a zipper in the back of a robe, so this piece, which has a center back on a seam that you need to cut, don't do that. Just simply fold it in about a ½ inch and cut it on the fold. Lastly, there are 3 skirt pieces. There's a front, a back, and the sides. The modification that we're doing is super simple. Basically, the skirt back now becomes the skirt front. The skirt back had an allotment for being able to cut it and seam allowance in there. And the skirt front now becomes the skirt back because it's cut on the fold and you don't need a seam back there. Another cool thing about this pattern is it can be a bishop sleeve, which means gathered at the wrist, or it can be open as a bell sleeve. So there are some options for you there. Those are all the modifications on this pattern. If you are familiar with pattern reading, this should be pretty easy for you. And if not, that's okay. That's why I'm here. As always, if you have any questions or comments, you just put them below or message me and I'll totally help you out. All right, more soon.